What's up, y'all? NRW Nerds Rule the World, back for another week of entertainment picks. We are kicking off April. I'm Kuya P, and as always, I'm joined by my pal Heather Hurt. How are you, Heather?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Crazy. April. We're here. We're surviving or trying to survive. But we're hoping one guy would pass, or at least that's what I was really hoping for the past few days because I heard he was back and forth to a hospital, and damn it, I was disappointed because he didn't pass. But anyway. Um, on other news, and instead of wishing people dead, how are you? What have you been watching?
Um, Honestly, I have not been watching a lot. This weekend went by really, really quick. I had a lot for those of us in the college space. A lot of us are getting ready for finals, so we're doing big final projects. So I literally spent uh, 12 hours over the weekend just doing homework, and
The struggle is real.
it is. I mean, it really, really is. But I did get some back, like behind, watch on the side, documentaries and watch some true crime stuff that's just kind of been sitting. Nothing that I really would recommend. Just hitting that stuff on Hulu. It's like, oh, okay, this is on. All right, it's hitting that stuff on
Yeah.
Netflix. All right. But nothing great. What about you?
Okay, I got you. A lot of projects obviously that we're going to be covering here. So a lot of screenings of those films to get ready for interviews. Today I had a couple today for some projects that actually, one is dropping in New York this week, The Travel Companion. That I actually didn't get a chance to watch in advance, but checked out the trailer, read the premise, and then when I spoke with the two co-writers, co-directors, I was really excited about it. It's called The Travel Companion. And it's about a friend who's a filmmaker, and the other friend is works for an airline. And because he looks out for his friend who's a documentarian, he gets to fly for free. Because of his friend. But then one day they're out, and he introduces his uh, the person that works at the airline to a female friend who's a documentarian filmmaker, and they start to have a relationship. So it's all about male companionship. But then when you start to see that you got a free ride through your friend because of the tickets, you're gonna lose that because he's got this new girl now. So it's kind of like, how do you deal with that? And he gets a little bit salty, because she's getting more successful than he is because he's in a rut as a filmmaker. And so it's a male comedy, in relationships. But I love the premise. I can relate as a filmmaker and how we as men, how interact with each other and how we don't, really communicate. Because when we were joking when I was talking to the two male directors, co-writers on this, how as men we don't communicate, and if it was a woman, this would have been solved in less than 5 minutes. They wouldn't even had a film. They would have talked everything out, and so it's really cool. We don't get enough of that, of men opening up to each other and sharing our feelings and all of that. So I'm really excited to check out that film. It's called The Travel Companion. It arrives in New York as of this recording, April 10th. And then it's going to open to wider cities. It did great on the festival circuit at Tribeca and all of that. So shout out to them. Great pair of guys there talking about that film. Also dropping actually in the following week. So I'm going to save that. I did another interview for another film that's dropping the week after next. We'll talk all about that film there. But a lot of catch up on a lot of films. There's actually a series that's part of my picks that I binged the entire series. I think I spoke with you about this last week. I know you were a fan of the original material, and so now that's branching off. So finish that and a bunch of other projects that we'll be talking about. Yeah, one that I should add that I'm not picking this week, just because I didn't see enough of it. And I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not a big Star Wars animated fan. But Star Wars Darth Maul drops
Yep.
this week. I checked out the first two episodes. Pretty cool. I'm not a big Darth Maul guy, but from what I've heard from other critics, they're loving it. It's hitting all those points if you're a Star Wars and that period of the comics of the film universe with Darth Maul. I was never a big Darth Maul guy, and then the real guy is an asshole. So fuck you, Ray Park. Anyway, and I've met Ray Park quite a few times actually. But he's a if you follow the news, y'all, he's not that great of a guy. But anyway, or at least so we're told. I met him a few times. He was actually cool in person with me, but what I've heard about him and how he treats his wife and other people, I don't like that. And then there's too many reports. But anyway, we're not going to, get into that National Enquirer type stuff here or TMZ. We got some picks, Heather. You know what I'm saying? Let me save myself before I get us more in trouble. But, I don't care sometimes. I just keep it real. And I think that's what people love about us. So you ready to rock and roll, Heather? Because we don't get on soapboxes, right?
Never done it once.
Never.
Never done it once.
So you ready to get into some picks, Heather? Some entertainment for people to get into this week?
Sure, let's do it.
All right. Faces of Death is dropping this week. Super excited for this one. I definitely recall the classic Faces of Death that was based off of real documented footage. And, we would see all of that for the first time for a lot of people. It was kind of like a blacklisted thing that people really wouldn't talk about too much back in the VHS days. But they are bringing that back in a different way. Let's check out the trailer for Faces of Death, Heather. Here we go. Blood, violence, sexual content, all the things.
Absolutely going to do that.
Now it is time to witness the many faces of death.
Shout out to our girl Barbie, who you talked
The delight. She was an absolute delight.
Come on. I dare you. Seen anything yet.
I'm so curious. All right, there you go from IFC and Shudder. Faces of Death. Heather, what are your thoughts?
It's interesting because it kind of looks like it's supposed to be either a continuation of this story or a refresh, where it's it's not necessarily a reboot. They're acknowledging their previous storylines, and I like that. We don't need reboots. We can have a continuation with something fun and different. So I'm curious. It's been a long time since I watched Faces of Death. I'm not going to deny that. It's been a long time.
Yeah, well, it was never a narrative thing. It was a documentary series with this weird host.
But I mean, like it's kind of like what I mean is it kind of looks like it's trying to acknowledge the story.
Yeah,
like it's. But that's what I mean by it. Seems like it's kind of a continuation where it's demonstrating,
like it's putting it into the universe, like reality.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm curious, like what you're saying to a degree, how it's being brought in, because we see that tape right there, the jump off. So very curious.
We see evidence, like there's video footage from.
Yeah, and they're doing that too. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm very curious to see how they're going to tell this story. Like, is it the precipice of the murder, or is it them trying to expose what was,
Yeah, definitely. So IFC Shudder, we do a lot of stuff with y'all. We're really hype about this one. We want to check this one out, so help your people out over here. So stay tuned. Hopefully they'll come through. We've reached out, but very excited for that one. If they don't hook us up in person, I may have to make that trip out to the theater, Heather, and get that look so we can talk about it. But next up, Heather, I will be checking this one out. As of this recording, I'm seeing it tomorrow night. It's called You, Me, and Tuscany, but I knew it by another name at one point, but they changed it. But I like this, and I like this title better. Let's check out the trailer for You, Me, and Tuscany. Here we go.
So let me get this straight. You meet some random rich white boy.
He's Italian.
Salute.
So some random rich spicy white boy.
Matteo.
And you think that's a sign to fly to Italy tonight?
It's not about him. He doesn't even live there anymore. But he told me about his big old villa just sitting there.
Empty.
Don't come calling me from no Tuscan jail.
Ciao.
First time to Tuscany?
My first time pretty much anywhere. Hello? Who leaves an engagement ring in a junk drawer?
What are you doing here? Arresti questa donna!
This is all a really big misunderstanding.
Dio mio! She's marrying Matteo!
Yes! I'm marrying Matteo!
Congratulazioni!
What do I do?
You can pretend to be his fiancé, or you go to prison. Either way, it's very romantic.
Anna, this is Michael, my nephew.
I gotta get out of here. Oh!
Buongiorno. Gabriella wants to give you a tour of the vineyard.
Why?
Aren't you getting married there?
Oh. I used to dream of working in a place like this.
You're a chef. You belong here.
This was fun.
Okay, you pretended to be the white Italian man's fiance, but ended up catching feelings for the black Italian cousin brother? Oh, this some Shonda Rhimes shit.
It's like you just suddenly turned up out of nowhere.
I gotta tell them the truth.
You got this.
Will your mama be coming?
I don't have
Una familia?
You do now.
This is too much.
You deserve to live your life the way you want it.
Is that rain?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. You can eat, pray, and love me, baby.
Matteo, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
All right. You, Me, and Tuscany feels so much like a classic throwback romantic comedy that we don't get enough of in this kind of vein. So very sweet and charming. I'm here for it, Heather. I was loving the soundtrack, loving the Janet in there, just everything. Everybody just seems wonderful in that. I'm excited to check this one out, and I'll have a review soon, y'all. But what do you think, Heather?
It looks cute. It looks sweet. Does it look a little cliche? Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a bad way, just a little cliche. And the 80s music definitely hits. The 80s, 90s music definitely hits in the right way, though. I'm curious.
Definitely.
I'm usually not the romantic type, so I don't know how much I would run to it. If I could see it at a screening anywhere
nearby,
near me, I absolutely would.
Yeah. But I have to travel into the sunken place. So
at least you're 30 minutes closer.
All right, y'all. So yeah, You, Me, and Tuscany. I've been trying to remember what the name of it originally was, because I actually had the chance to screen the trailer to give reactions to it when they first tried to do this like 3 or 4 months back. But yeah, super excited for this one. I love everyone involved. So yeah, looks like a throwback, has all those cliches, but it's some of those cliches that we love and that throwback nature of a romantic comedy. So yeah, look for the review coming soon. Also, I am excited to review this new series based off a series that a lot of people were loving that I didn't catch out back then when everybody was loving it, but I know Heather did. It was called The Handmaid's Tale, but now we have The Testaments. And once Heather gets her eyes on this, I'll be dropping my reviews with her because, yes, I had to binge this all because I love Chase Infinity. She's amazing. And so, and all the actresses in this were awesome. And I have that also reminds me, the reason why I did all that was because I also have an interview with one of the Plums, Burva Pandya. Look for that interview probably dropping as the time you'll see this episode. So go check out that interview with Burva Pandya. Let's check out the trailer for The Testaments.
I'm not really sure what year it was. I know I still had my dollhouse. It looked just like our real house. Some dolls were always busy. Others were always doing the important work. There is a little girl doll. That's me.
Very, very cute hair. Thanks. Yours too. My socks, I look like I have that head.
Back then, we still believed in this world. I guess it's easier to accept a story than believe that the people around you are monsters.
Agnes Mackenzie, this is Daisy. Make her feel comfortable.
Daisy,
Where do you hail from? Canada.
I imagine Canada's very different from here. Which makes me wonder, what did you come here for?
it seems, never quite as it seems.
We gather here tonight to bring women back to their rightful place.
Then I open up and see.
I have to save those girls.
Just get close to her.
Changed ever since she's been around. Can't that be a good thing?
Why is everybody being so touchy?
Nobody cares what we want.
This is our whole lives.
There comes a time when you have to take action. When you have to choose your own destiny.
Your body will tempt you into impulsive decisions.
We need to destroy everything.
We had no idea what we were capable of. It was time for us to change things.
'Cause you're a dream to me.
All right. Shout out to the Testaments. Shout out to Rowan Blanchard too, who we've had on before when she was on Snowpiercer. I interviewed her for that with Mickey Sumner. Love her. This whole cast is amazing. I love this young cast. Forgetting the Beyond Chase, the other lead female. Her name's escaping me, but she's amazing. But yeah, just a great young female cast. And if you watch this and you're thinking, this reminds me of a pedophile precedent. Yeah, it talks about it because, yes, we need to jail these pedos. I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah, if you feel slimy watching this, yeah, it's talking about slimy male patriarchy and it's real. Fuck these guys. I'm saying it as a man. But anyway, yeah, that was the one thing watching this, Heather. Ugh, it's so, and because of just the way the world is right now, you kind of feel like that's where we're heading. And as a man, fuck that noise. But yeah, it's sickening. And if people don't realize it, that's what Atwood was trying to talk about. And Handmaid was trying to talk about. Just, we got to stop that. And you can do that with your vote, y'all. Use your vote wisely. But anyway, what do you think, Heather?
Speaking of, make sure you put in your vote for early voting early because the stamp date has changed. Also, that includes your taxes. Because it's no longer you can pay on the 15th. It's you got to pay ahead of time.
Yeah.
To tell you. Anyway, vote yes, Virginia. And with that, we are. This is interesting. The terrifying thing about Handmaid's Tale is that we are 25 degrees from that at any moment. We are less than 1 minute away, literally, guys. We're close. And so it's scary. It's very scary. I'm really excited for this series. I actually forgot you had it, so I can watch it. But it was one of the.
Just let me know. I got you.
I know, but I'm excited for the series. I'm very curious to see what angle they're coming from. I've only read so much of the original series, the original book series, so I never really got too far into it. It's unfortunate. I've always wanted to go back. Maybe I'm
not going to dive into Handmaid's Tale because I've finished all this. Now I got to go back and see Handmaid's Tale.
If you are scared by this story, just you wait. Just you wait.
Yeah, just terrifying. Yeah, well, I think a closeness for me was because I'm raising a young woman. My daughter's getting ready to go off to college, so that proximity to that as a father with this daughter who's coming of age. And is now getting ready to be married off. That's what this kind of whole tale is about. It's woo. But anyway, y'all, Testaments. Look forward to the coverage from Heather and I. I've checked it out and I recommend. So let's go to my top pick this week. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to screen this one either yet because just different things happening. They did have a screening locally, but wasn't able to make it out. So I'm working to get a virtual. But if it doesn't happen, like Faces of Death, I'll be checking it out this weekend from Neon, y'all. My pal Anthony Francis from Screen Comment, the movie review and Film Threat. He caught this during the festival circuit, and he was like, "Patrick, you gotta check this one out. Patrick, you gotta check this one out." So hopefully, when I check it out, I'll have a review with him as well. But that's what's making it my top pick because once I saw the trailer to this already, I was like, "Yeah, this looks fire." Heather, I don't know if you've seen the trailer for Exit 8 yet, but this looks like one you're going to want to catch based on a video game too. So let's check out Exit 8, top pick this week.
ぎゅうぎゅう詰めの電車乗って会社行って同じこと繰り返して、そっちの方が地獄みたいで、そっちの方が地獄みたいで、そっちの方が地獄みたいで、そっちの方が地獄。すいません、8番出口ってどこですか？ご案内。異変を見つけたらすぐに引き返すことは。いえ。家が使わなかったら引き返さないこと。増えた。異変を見逃さないこと。引き返す。迷われてます。なんかやましいことあったりして。悪いことしたから出られないとかですかね。
All right, rats.
With eyeballs on their back.
What do you think, Heather? I'm super excited. Although Anthony Francis has recommended The Testament of Anne Lee, which I did not like last year.
Which I have to watch now that it's available on Hulu.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, assignment, Heather. I need you, because I need to know, am I losing my mind? Did I not catch a good film and I just didn't like it because of, you know the reasons, because we both know who's behind it. And we didn't, it was brutal, Brutalist was brutal. So I don't know.
He did tell me that the Brutalist is one of his favorite movies of all time.
I know.
So, dude, I don't know if I can trust him anymore.
Our friend's taste now, right?
I can't. I gotta watch it though. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. Although this one looks super good.
This does look, well, to be fair, I think there's a difference between him and his opinion of artsy movies and his opinion of horror movies, because we mostly agree on the horror movies.
On the horror choices? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think this is probably going to be good. I've never played Exit 8. I have friends who have played Exit 8 before, and I had seen the trailer before. I really, really am excited.
Yeah.
My only concern about this is, and this happens to a lot of video games, where there are very few in the center of this spectrum. They are either too honest and too real to the video game, so it misses the plot.
Yeah.
Or on the opposite end, it goes too far away, it's too long, it's just not the video game. I'm hoping that this is in the middle, because from the trailer, it looks like it might be too far out on the long and the drag. But that might just be the trailer. I'm hoping that's just the trailer. So yeah. I'm very interested in seeing where they go with this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm super hyped. That again, that grabs me again. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. So studio, I reached out to the studio, y'all, because actually they were trying to hook me up with the director. And it was going to be through a language interpreter. And I was like, was I going to be cool with that? I was like, hell yeah. I've done interviews through a language interpreter. Let's go. So hopefully we'll get that coming so we can review it. If anything, I will be seeing it in theaters, and we'll get back to you all on that, because yeah, I'm excited for Exit 8. So those are our picks. Faces of Death, You, Me, and Tuscany, The Testaments, and Exit 8. Heather, I've only seen one of the four, but because of my hypeness for all of them, it's a thumbs up for me. Like, I have to see.
I know this is going to sound bad, and you know me, I'm always contrary to Coyote. I'm more like a 85. I'm more like an 85. I'm almost up there. I won't deny Yumi and Tuscany. The only reason is it's a little bit cliche, lovey-dovey for me, and y'all know Kuya P is the romantic in our relationship, not me. So that's the only thing. It's not that I'm against it. I'm just kind of like, about it, you know?
Respect. No problem.
But
It's
everything
all
else looks
good.
phenomenal. Everything else looks phenomenal.
All right, y'all. Those are our thoughts. Let us know what you think. Should I put Star Wars Darth Maul in there? Should I put some other projects? I don't know. That's just what's grabbing me this week. So more than the others. But there you go. Those are our thoughts. Let us know what you think. That's Heather Hurt. I'm Kuya P. Go check out all our reviews, our interviews, ton of content coming y'all's way, y'all. But let us know what you think. I'm not Heather Hurt.
He's Heather. I'm Kuya P. Nice to see y'all, guys.
We out.